goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today here on Game and Frame. I'm your host, Ariel Duran. Excited to present to you today this match in the Vargas Cup quarterfinal matchup between Central Park Rangers Old Boys and Rosedale United FC. This is an over-40 tournament, so we expect to see a lot of experience on display today. On the road to the semifinal, CPR got revenge for their Legends team against Amigos FC in the round of 16. And before that, they beat Polonaise SC 7-0. Central Park Rangers in great form, winning by some wide margins in their recent matches in the league and the cup. And their form in the league is fantastic. They have a perfect record of 13 wins, 0 losses. So looking to just extend that run here in the cup and make their way to the semis. Rosedale United also won their previous match in the league against Amigos FC. So they're looking to put another win here on the board and advance themselves. So looking forward to a good match. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalized approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
All right, welcome back. The match is just about ready to start. Both teams still warming up here. As I mentioned before in the intro, CPR are in a fantastic run of form, knocking in a ton of goals and not allowing much at the back. Just incredible professionalism and ruthlessness to see out these victories by some pretty wide margins. They won their last the last 13 games in the league, but the most recent 3 games since restarting in the spring have been by more than 7 goals and have not allowed a single goal in their last 4 matches. So fantastic form and looking to continue that today. We're almost ready to start. Looks like Rosedale will start with the ball, waiting for the rest whistle, and almost ready. Oh, false start here. Seems like there's a little bit of a confusion here. Before we start the match, the team's discussing with the referee. All right, looks like we're gonna have a little added incentive here for both teams to get this victory. Not only is there a place in the semifinals at stake, but a little bit of tension at the beginning of the match should make for some entertaining football. CPR win the ball quickly at the start of the match. No real pressure on the ball, a little bit of pressure coming now. Ball comes back here to Kolkov. Given away in the midfield, one back. A foul given CPR's way. Defense is going to be key here for Rosedale. Going to need to find a way to stop this relentless attack from CPR. Kolkov restarts play. CPR have a throw in on the far side. Sending lots of numbers forward here, sensing an early opportunity to attack. Everybody behind the ball for Rosedale, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Rosedale launched the ball forward. Header won by Ortega. Challenge in the midfield, no foul called. And CPR come right back. Almost given away there. Cycled back to the defender. And Kokov with space to pick his head up, look for a pass, decides to play simply back to center back there. Number 13, Scarlett. Space for a cross here. The ball comes in, goes all the way through. Maybe a chance to shoot here. Terizo gets his cross blocked, and it's cleared in the end by Rosedale. McKinney tries to get through, but he's swarmed by some CPR players. Here come Rosedale with a chance to connect on the attack, but the ball is given back to CPR. And they bring the ball back for some calm possession. Nieblas launches the pass forward to Terizo. He's on sides. He's able to keep that pass in. Gets his cross blocked. It'll be a corner for CPR. Central Park Rangers committing lots of numbers forward here, trying to get an early goal. Cross comes in. The header goes back towards his own goal from the defender, but it's finally cleared up towards Boyd, who's unable to control it. Sorry, Boyce, that was. Space for a cross again. Terizo looks like the target man today. That pass a little bit too long for him, and the goalkeeper collects. Oh, loose pass across the back. It'll fall to CPR. Ambar with the chance to cross it in. He's moving backwards, looking for a teammate. Rosedale get back in front of the ball and are able to shield it out for a goal kick. Rosedale haven't been using their goalkeeper for these goal kicks. Going to let one of their defenders launch the ball forward here. Falls to Boyce. Able to stop on the ball and look for a pass, but it's blocked. Pass goes forward. It falls here to number 70. It's brought down. Chance for a shot here. No foul called. Ball bouncing around right on the edge of that penalty box in front of CPR's defense, and they're able to handle that and launch the ball forward here, but nobody in that direction, goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Good pressure high up the pitch The ball comes back to Rosedale. It'll be their throw. McKinney won the header, but goes back to the defender. Comes here for Boyce, who backheels it in there for Grant. Grant with a shot, just dribbles back towards the goalkeeper. Moving away from the goal there, tough to generate the power he needed, and ended up being a slow roller back to the goalkeeper. He's able to pick it up with his feet. Stoppage here. Looks like the ref's checking on number 5 for CPR, Antonio. Rosedale with a couple opportunities going forward to maybe get a shot off. Good chances here to put some pressure on the CPR defense. See what they got back there. CPR looking for that long ball forward again, dealt with there. Controlled in the middle of the field. Maitland able to get out of some pressure there. Gives back to his defender, but it's given back to CPR. Ball across the middle. And CPR able to play their way out and spread the ball wide there with Antonio. Antonio looking up. Goes back to center back Scarlett. Kolkov faked the move down the line, but goes back to Onisiforu. Nieblas with a long distance shot over the goalkeeper's head, and it bounces off the post. What an effort there from Nieblas. Caught the goalkeeper off guard. Almost went off the post and then off the opposite post and into the goal. But it goes actually out all the way to the other side for a throw-in. Unlucky there for Nieblas. What a great shot that was. Everybody watches that ball went over everyone's head, including the goalkeeper, and Rosedale can count themselves lucky that that ball didn't go in the net. Handball there. Goes CPR's way. Chance to get the ball forward again. A little bit too much on that pass to find their man up there. Palacios couldn't get on the end of that. Antonio out on that far side, seeing a lot of the ball. Long pass over the top will go out of play. Looked like there was an opportunity there to break free behind that defense, but that ball just a little bit too far to the left, goes out of play. Rosedale sending numbers forward. Man on attack there. Gonna launch this ball forward and hope that it could find one of their teammates. They move the ball backwards, but able to get it forward, and they can maybe try and keep that in. They do keep it in. And the challenge there still keeps the ball in play there. Well done by Grant to make that effort to keep that ball alive and fight for that 50-50, but it goes CPR's way again. Pressure there in the midfield for McKinney. And Rosedale able to force that error, that long pass over the top. CPR keep looking for that option, but not able to connect significantly so far. Nice pass forward from Antonio, unable to be controlled there by Palacios. Some good closing down there by Rosedale to not give CPR too much time on the ball, looking for those runners. They're still committing lots of numbers forward and trying to find gaps in the defense to expose that back line. Kolkov able to dribble forward. Finds Niebles, who tries to pass it into the middle. Well won there by Rosedale. Try to play the ball forward, but just goes right back to CPR. And ENYSSA dribbling past a couple players. Finds a nice ball through for Palacios. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. There's Palacios, chips it over. Oh, and it's in the net. Almost cleared off the line there. But it's 1-0 for CPR. A great move there. ENYSSA dribbling through the midfield, gets past a couple players, and finds Palacios for a great chip over the goalkeeper right into that bottom corner. 1-0 CPR. Game restarted here, and once again CPR pushing right up the pitch, forcing an error and winning a throw-in on the far side. Players got to keep their focus here. The CPR side, we know what they're about. We know that they're going to score. They're going to try and attack. So what can Rosedale show us now? Good header back towards the top of the box, picked off there. A nice run. Rosedale able to nearly get the pass forward for a teammate, but good pressure there. Oh, given right back. And an attempt from nearly the halfway line gets shanked out for a throw-in for CPR. CPR looking to play out the back, inviting some pressure, maybe to open up some space on the top part of the field. Niebles with a nice move to evade the attacker stepping in to try and win that ball back. Those midfielders look calm and assured for, oh, here comes the ball forward to Riso with a chance to get a shot off, gets in front of the defender, goes towards his left foot, gets past the keeper, rounds him, and it's cleared off the line. Great effort there. Great effort by the defender to get back in front of the goal and clear off the line. And CPR come right back. Vargas, that was off the line, and pressure here on the ball. Pressure on ENYSSA, who was trying another long-range shot, but wasn't able to get too much conviction behind that and just went right down the middle of the goal towards the goalkeeper. Easy pickup, easy claim. Well won there by Kolkov. Picks it out the air and gets clipped from behind. Been a pretty action-packed start to this match. We've had a long-range shot hit the post, A beautiful goal to open up the scoring. Pass there bounces off the referee. It'll be restarted. And a couple chances there. Ball cleared off the line as well. A couple chances for CPR to score. Just a 1-0 lead right now. Good work there in the midfield again by CPR. Cross comes in, gets past the defenders, but eventually claimed there, but looked like Simmons wasn't aware of somebody behind him, and the challenge was able to come in, and CPR nearly pinched the ball back. Ball cleared down the line, and it'll be a throw here for CPR. So far, CPR look really assured down there, down the middle of the field, and at center back, that long ball forward once again, just a little bit too far in front of Terizo. Ball launched forward. Rosedale challenging the middle, but CPR able to just juggle the ball between two players and find space out wide for Antonio. Crosses the ball in. Well brought down there and cleared forward, but once again Kolkov in the way. And Maitland trying to advance the ball towards McKinney, but CPR able to win the ball back and attack again down that left side. Nice touch there for ENYSSA. The ball breaks forward, but nobody there to collect it except for that Rosedale defense. CPR controlling possession again. A little bit of pressure there, giving the ball away. Maitland passes back. Finds his man forward, is just a hair off sides. And CPR restart play quickly. Runner going forward, the ball launched there to find him. Good touch into the middle, and a sliding challenge stops the attacker. And Simmons with a clearance finds Niebles, who spreads it wide to Palacios, maybe with a chance to shoot. Space here, lines it back up for his teammate, but good wall being formed in front of him by Rosedale to stop that shot coming in. Loose pass into the middle, falls to Boyce, who passes it back to Maitland, cuts in and gets past the defender. They decide to slow it down a little bit, pass it out wide, and the ball goes a little bit too far. Unfortunately, it looked like ENYSSA went down there, maybe twisted his ankle. It looked painful. Gonna have a stoppage here so the ref can check on him. I'm going to take this opportunity to mention some other games happening. One game happening today, starting at 11 a.m. between NY International FC and Zoom Schneider FC. That's in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And also in that same conference on April 2nd at 8 p.m. we got Pan-Cyprian Freedoms versus Hoboken FC. Right here on Game and Frame. Be sure to tune into those games. Reminder that NY International and Zoom Schneider play at 11 a.m. So be sure to tune into that stream with us. CPR restart play here. Antonio lots of space down that left side. Looking for runners ahead of him. He has Palacios and Terizo, but that ball goes a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. That long clearance gets cut off there by Scarlett. Pass forward now for Terizo. Space to pick his head up, find a teammate. Ball goes to the back post and finds Palacios, but his shot just doesn't find the goal. Pressure there from Ortega. Goes right back to CPR. Shot blocked right in front of the goalkeeper. Ortega with the ball into the middle there, but it gets cut off, and Rosedale finally able to clear. Kolkov reads that ball well again. He's done well so far, but it's picked off here, and Rosedale with a chance to go forward. They got runners, but McKinney unable to get past Onisiforo, who's back into the game, looks healthy again. Checking on that ankle, maybe moving a little bit more gingerly, but well done there to get in front of the attacker and win that ball for his team. Kolkov looks really good so far, composed. He's now moved into the middle, looking for that long pass towards Terizo. Cut off there by Noble. 50-50 there. Picked out of the air by Pereira. Unable to keep it in, and it'll be a Rosedale throw.
You're right.
Again, Kolkov in to challenge for that ball. Good strength shown there by McKinney. But that ball just keeps finding its way back to CPR foot. Rosedale unable to really maintain a spell of sustained possession so far. It's still 1-0. All to play for here. This quarterfinal match is win or go home. Reminder that if this match ends tied at the end of 90 minutes, it'll go straight to penalty kicks. Both sets of players trying to communicate and find their way towards the goal. Long pass forward, looked like he's offside on that far side there. Ambar went a little bit too early. Chance here maybe for Rosedale from that offsides call, pretty close to the halfway line, to launch this ball forward. Maybe get a lucky bounce and get a shot on goal. The ref asking to have that ball pushed back a little bit further. Not quite on the halfway line. That wouldn't have been offsides if that was the case. Here comes the ball in. Launched into that penalty area, but Scarlett meets it well. Climbs high to get to that ball first. Nieves back to Antonio, who launches it forward, and Terizo able to get on the end of it. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Here's Terizo, who finds the bottom corner. It's 2-0. CPR extend their lead. A great team goal there. Scarlett won that header. A chance for Rosedale to get a goal themselves, turned into a counter for CPR. And some good quality shown there to connect as a team there. Scarlett to Antonio to Terizo, who did well to control that ball, get in front of the defender, find himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and find that bottom corner. It's 2-0 for CPR. a little bit more than halfway through this first half, and Rosedale trying to get a foothold in this game. Try and keep this close, maybe going into halftime, so they can maybe think about how this first half went and reset things, come up with a new game plan, or maybe just try and execute their original game plan a little bit better. Not much time given in the middle of the pitch there. One back by CPR. Clearance just goes right into the middle. Nieblas finds Onisiforo. Back against Nieblas. Back and forth between the two. Onisiforo tries to thread that to the back post, curling ball in. Collected there by Nieblas, who almost handballed it. Nice move to try and chip that ball over the defender. And here come Rosedale. Good challenge again by Kolkov. A couple 50-50s in the middle of the field. Kolkov advanced well to read that pass coming in and win it for his team. Ends up winning the free kick. A couple players upset there, but looked like a honest 50-50 there to me. Either way, it'll be a free kick for CPR. A good angle here to maybe knock in a in-swinging ball or outswinger with the right foot. Looks like they might try and play it short. Onisiforo playing it to Kolkov short. Good job by Rosedale to get in front of that ball. Not give any space there for CPR. Launched forward. And looks like they're going to let it run out for a goal kick. The CPR actually able to keep it in and win a corner. Good job there by Ortega to not give up on that ball. Looked like it was going to roll out of play, but it just bounced flat and stayed on the pitch. It'll be a corner here. CPR not committing as many people forward, just two players in the box. Ball comes in. Ortega finds the space to win the header, but Rosedale clear it, but it comes right back their way. And Terrizzo, who took that corner, remained in an offside position, and it'll be Rosedale's free kick. Ball launched forward. Dealt with there by Ortega. Once again, that midfield of CPR not giving any time to Rosedale players to try and dribble their way out. Ball forward there from Nieblas. Finds Palacios to Ortega. Good pressure there from the defense to pinch that ball off of him. Onisiforo able to get the ball back for his team and thought he won a free kick, but advantage played. And that long ball almost kept in front of him by Noble, but gives away the corner. More pressure on that Rosedale defense. Terrizzo once again shaping up to take this one. Ortega moving around, trying to find the space. Ball comes towards Palacios, who has the free header. Nobody challenging. And it's another goal for CPR. Those defenders kind of just standing still while Palacios was able to break free. Didn't even need to jump for that one. And it's quickly 3-0 for CPR. Palacios with his second goal of the day. Terrizzo adding to his earlier goal to make it 2-0 with an assist there. Rosedale got to try and find a way out of this. Ball forward there. Cerezo now on the left side. Picks his head up, cuts back. Faking the cross. Has a runner at the top of the box. There's Niebles. The ball doesn't quite fall to him. Cut out there by Harris. Space there for Kolkov to take his time and find Onesiforo on the far side, or in the middle of the field, and that pass to the far side towards Cerezo, who's now switched out on the left. A little bit too far in front of him, but he was offsides anyways. Rosedale get the ball back here. Try and maybe hold some possession. Ball into Simmons there, but gives the ball right back. Ortega looks for a teammate. Goes back into the middle. Looks like Ambar and Cerezo have switched sides. 3-0 up, why not? Give these defenders something else to think about. CPR, no rush here. Comfortable lead. About 10 minutes left till halftime. The pressure is on Rosedale here to try and get the ball, get a goal. Challenge there in the middle. Leaves Niebles on the floor. The ball goes out so that they can check on their teammate. Been a couple challenges that have resulted in some players going down. Maybe the cold having an effect. Those studs get hurt just a little bit more when you get stepped on and you got frozen toes. Or if the ball hits you and it's this cold. We're lucky that we have some sunshine today, but with the wind chill and the temperature right now, it's definitely a little chilly out there. Throw in goes back for CPR possession. Fair play. They knocked that out in the first place. Ball launched forward again, looking for Cerezo, who has the space, slips on his first attempt to collect the ball, but ends up being cleared out there by Johnson. Long ball once again. Header by Noble, and the ball goes out for a throw. So, want to let you guys know today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free right now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Ball clipped over the top there. I think Rosedale need to see a little bit more energy from their team to try and get in the faces of these CPR players and stop them from having so much space. Nearly opportunity to break. Harris running on this side, had a little bit of space in front of him as Ortega had pushed up. It might be an opportunity for Rosedale as CPR look hungry for more goals to break away on a counter and try to get a goal back themselves before this half ends. They're going to need something special to get back into this game, already down 3-0 here. Ball cleared forward by Palacios towards Cerezo, who's on sides. He's by himself up there. Has to cut back, looks for a teammate. Nice move to get around Simmons. Once again, still has possession. Cerezo, the shot goes right at the goalkeeper. Had a chance maybe to find a teammate. Decided to go solo. Here's Maitland with the ball now. Kolkov all over McKennie, not allowing him an inch of space. Oh, ball right back from the goalkeeper across his own goal. Ends up going out for a throw-in, I believe. Waiting for the rest flag. Yes, that's a throw-in for CPR. Risky pass back towards his defender across his own goal. Noble finds McKennie in the middle of the field. Rosedale again, not afforded any extra touches in the middle. Noble finds a pass wide, and Kolkov once again. Eyes on the ball the entire time. He's been reading the plays really well. Stepping forward from his center back position to intercept a few passes and not allow those Rosedale attackers any space when the ball does come their way. Maitland pushing forward there and try and push the initiative there for Rosedale. Ball comes back to Rosedale, but they're unable to maintain possession. Change here as Mohamed Muzaffar comes in for Jonathan Boyce. Maybe some fresh legs up top will give them some new energy to try and put something together on the attack, but CPR win the ball back once again. Palacios finds Niebles right through the middle for Cerezo. Still there, Cerezo with the shot, finds the back of the net. It's 4-0 for CPR. Nice move there by Cerezo to fake the defender, create a little bit more space for himself, and find the back of the net. 4-0 for CPR with 1 foot in the semifinal. Palacios and Cerezo have been pulling the strings all day. I should say Cerezo's been finishing. He did have that assist for the third goal, but Palacios has been influential, and still have a few other players on the CPR team putting in a really good team performance so far. And that'll be it for the first half. CPR with a dominant performance so far and a comfortable lead, 1 foot in the semifinal. Can Rosedale summon something in that second half, produce something special, to try and claw their way back into this one? We'll see. Tune in for the second half. We'll be right back.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to kick off for the second half here, and Rosedale FC have a lot to do here and make up this deficit, claw their way back in so that they can get into the semifinal. And CPR, on the other hand, looking to probably extend their lead even further, at the same time keep a clean sheet and continue their record of 4 clean sheets in a row. The winner of this match will go on to play the winner of Manhattan Kickers Legends versus Garden City Centennials. So we'll see how that semifinal matchup turns out. Looks like one change here. Kolkov, who had a great first half, being replaced here by number 14, Wilkinson. And another change. Looks like Krim has also entered the game. And we're on their way here. Cerezo starting back on the right side as he begun this game. It looks like Antonio got pushed up a little bit further up the field, and Ambar's come off the pitch. Those two midfielders, Onisiforu and Niebles, remain on the field. Ball goes out of play. Looked like it went off of a CPR player. It'll be a Rosedale throw. Ball just maybe kept the ball in play, but the hole of the ball seemed to go over the line there by the linesman. Onisiforo tries to play the ball out wide, but not enough pace on it. Falls to Rosedale, and the new entrant, Muzaffar, unable to find McKinney running forward. Krim able to control it, and a nice pass there by Onisiforo to find Ortega. Palacios putting on pressure there. Palacios once again hounding the Rosedale players, and pass there into the middle by Cerezo, well controlled by Pereira. And it finds Antonio, who cuts inside, maybe looking for a shot. Back heel there by Palacios. Palacios and Ortega in the middle of the box. Excuse me, Pereira. Antonio now on the left. And looked like it was a foul right on the edge of the box. Possibly inside the area. Was a foul just outside the box. So it'll be a free kick here. Onisiforo lining up to take this one. Let's see if he decides to have a shot on goal himself, or try and find a teammate. They are committing quite a few numbers forward here. Once again, CPR, so let's see what they decide to do. The shot well over in the end. Player celebrating the field goal, but needed that shot to be a little bit lower. Rosedale with the ball now. Their goal kick. Once again, the goalkeeper not taking the goal kick. Simmons, who launches it forward not very far, falls to Harris. Now Noble with the ball launched forward towards Maitland, and Scarlett once again reads it, gets his head to it. Grant unable to bring that under his spell. Palacios again tries to clip it out wide towards Teresa. Good energy by Palacios to hustle and try and win that ball back. And looks like the ref is giving a foul there. Free kick here for CPR. Ball back in play there. Krim took a touch forward. Looked like he wanted to cross it in, but decides to go back there for Wilkinson. Challenge in the middle. 50-50s once again. Both teams fighting for the ball. Look like that'll be a foul on Palacios. It'll be CPR free kick here. Chance here for Krim to whip the ball in. Decides to go short. 1-2 attempted there on the edge of the box. CPR unable to connect. Again, Palacios, great energy to try and win that ball back for his team, getting in front of the player with the ball. ENYSSA with a nice move. Well controlled and maintains possession. Passes it back in the end to Wilkinson, who cycles back for Scarlett. Some great ball movement there by CPR, able to advance it for Pereira, who goes out wide to Terizo, who's able to keep it in. Nice touch forward. Terizo into the middle towards Antonio, but Simmons did a great job getting in front of the attacker there, stopping him from getting a clean shot on goal. Harris alive to that short free corner kick, gets in front of it and gives away the throw-in, but well read there as he hustled back to get in front. Ball launched in towards Pereira, whose header goes straight in the air. Niebles puts it back towards his center backs, but almost picked off there by Maitland, who tries to put some pressure here on Scarlett. But Scarlett, too calm, too composed, back to his goalkeeper, and CPR able to recycle possession. Space here on the near side as Niebles calls for the pass, but nobody decides to launch that long ball forward. That was a tactic that worked well in the first half for CPR. Looked to maybe expose that defense again. Outside foot pass, almost worked there for ENYSSA. Good challenge there in the middle to try and win that ball back. Ends up being a CPR throw-in, but Charles Grant that is, did a good job fighting for that ball in the middle. Goes back to El Hayek, the CPR goalkeeper. Wilkinson with time and space. Scarlett to Wilkinson. Wilkinson launches it forward. Niebles almost gets to it, but Joel Grant, goalkeeper, gets there just in front. Antonio with a soft touch back towards Scarlett, just enough pace on that ball to get there. And Onisiforo once again composed, finds Palacios in the middle, who launches it forward for Teresa to get on to the end of it. A little bit of confusion there maybe from the Rosedale defender and Noble there, and his goalkeeper almost broke to Teresa once again. And looked like Muzaffar was offsides there from the beginning. Ends up winning a free kick. That initial pass looked like he was in an offsides position, not called by the referee, but ends up winning his team a free kick. And a precious opportunity for Rosedale to try and generate something. They got to make these opportunities count. These set pieces, opportunities to set up and strategize, have something fall their way. Charles Grant back to Vargas, and that ball doesn't find its way to the Rosedale player. There with Grant again. And eventually that ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Krim just waiting for that ball, but it doesn't come to him. McKinney tries to pass it out wide, but it falls for Antonio, who has space on the left side. Antonio tries to pass in, and Simmons once again gets in front of the attacker. Good pressure there by Rosedale to close down the space. Wilkinson forward to Palacios. Onisiforo, who's been running the show. Good one-time pass out wide. Antonio whips the ball in towards Pereira. Almost lands him, but it's headed backwards there by Vargas. Will they go foul throw? Are they going to allow them to retake that? Oh, they take the throw in from further up. Looked like the ball never went on the pitch. Niebla switches the play. Finds Wilkinson with lots of space. Onisiforo once again, nice one-time pass. Pereira tries to find Cerezo, who stayed out wide, but that ball just a little bit too central. High foot there, called. Ball played in quickly. Harris with a chance to charge forward, but the ref asked to restart play. Looked like he gave a yellow card there to Grant, to Charles Grant, for maybe something he said. And some more changes here for CPR as Palacios exits the game. Great performance by him. And Antonio off the pitch. Ball goes forward there for Maitland to chase. The goalkeeper out early, and Maitland may be able to get in front. Rosedale challenging with the ball, and it'll be a free kick here. Let's see if the ref pulls out another card. And it looks like Kolkov will come back into the game for Ortega. Ambar also re-entered. So another set piece, another opportunity for Rosedale to try and get one goal back. They've done a good job so far of not allowing CPR too many opportunities in the second half. Ball goes sideways to Noble, who whips it in. Not sure what they were intending there, but it went all the way back to the goalkeeper, who was able to pick it up comfortably. Onisiforo's been really good all day at finding space. A little bit of pressure there on him. Maitland steps just in front, got clipped unintentionally. Onisiforo did not see him coming.
Guys, you gotta talk to him.
That CPR midfield has found a way to find lots of space and time to pick out a pass, but that time Maitland stepped in to pinch the ball and win his team the free kick. Another opportunity here. Let's see, can Rosedale make this one count? Grant once again over this ball, plays it on the ground. Ball played forward there for Vargas, who crosses back in, and it gets tipped by the goalkeeper towards that corner of the goal. Ended up hitting the side netting, and it'll be a corner kick for Rosedale. Corner comes in. Not too much height on that. Maitland juggles, gets past one defender, and tries to loop it over everybody. And it does so, but it also goes over the goal. Goal kick for CPR. Gonna take this opportunity to remind you that another game here on Game and Frame being broadcast on our YouTube live stream is NY International FC versus Zoom Snyder. Game started at 11, and that's in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And also in the APSL Metropolitan Conference, we got coming for you Pan-Cyprian Freedoms versus Hoboken FC on April 2nd at 8 p.m. Be sure to tune in with us here on Game and Frame. Harris now with the shot. Once again, right at the goalkeeper, but nice chance there, and well done by Rosedale to challenge the goalkeeper, make him work. Kolkov decides to play back to his goalkeeper, even though there's pressure there from Rosedale. Again, Rosedale have no other option but to try and push some numbers forward. Vargas decides to take the throw himself, goes up towards Harris, but Scarlett once again gets in front. And Simmons heads it forward for Grant, who just is unable to control that touch off the chest, and it goes out for a throw-in. Once again, Onisiforo with the eyes on the side and the back of his head, finding his teammate there. Krim with the risky pass into the middle. Harris steps in well. Maitland, space in front of him, can maybe charge forward for a shot himself. Maitland goes wide to Muzafar. And he's unable to keep that ball in. Harris and Maitland in the middle of the field didn't have too much pressure on them, could have maybe tested out the goalkeeper's gloves, putting some power behind the shot there and line one up, but that pass out wide ended up being too far for his teammate. Pereira clipped it forward, almost gets towards Cerezo, but he stayed out wide and didn't come centrally for that pass. Pass into the middle, Grant once again. Clip at the outside of the foot, maybe trying to find Maitland running in there, but the pass is a little bit too far in front of him. CPR restart play there. Wilkinson to Krim. Tries to go down the line to Cerezo, and it's knocked out of play. Does come its way to Cerezo. Tries to put it around the corner for Pereira, but doesn't find his teammate. The clock's ticking for Rosedale. They've done a good job again limiting opportunities for CPR, but not able to get anything back so far. Ball back here for CPR. Switch of play. Finds its way all the way to the other side of the field to Terizo and Krim, who connects again with Terizo. Heavy touch forward, but it shows good pace to get on the end of it. Tries to cross it in, and it gets blocked there, out for a corner. Excuse me, the ref deems it a throw. Great job by Terizo to accelerate past the defender and keep that ball alive. CPR showing like a little bit more of a cautious approach here. Still committing numbers forward. Ball into Pereira, who's offsides. The goalkeeper got in the way. He was just offsides. He looked surprised himself. And the goalkeeper goes down. Looks like he picked up an injury, takes the gloves off. Not sure if he got stepped on there or just maybe got stuck into the ground as he got a piece of the ball with his foot. He looks to be in some serious pain here. I'd like to take this opportunity with the stoppage in play to remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Only about 20 minutes left in this game for Rosedale and try and level this match, but in fairness, CPR have looked in pretty comfortable control of this match. Rosedale have had a few set pieces to try and challenge their defense, but CPR have done a good job of limiting really any solid, clear opportunities. Ball out of play there for a throw-in. Vargas there to take it. Finds Muzaffar, who just clips it forward. Clips it forward blindly and goes all the way to the goalkeeper. Ball kept in play there by Niebles. Nice job by Simmons to get past one defender, but one attacker, but gives the ball right back to Kolkov, and Palacios launches it forward, but only finds a Rosedale defender. Had a couple runners there going forward. Terizo now with the ball in. Onisiforo finds himself in the middle, and he had a little bit too much space there because he was offsides. Looks like the goalkeeper for Rosedale is still in a little bit of discomfort as he goes down once again. Let's see if he's able to continue. He's back up on his feet. They're gonna need him. CPR keep pushing some numbers forward. They might need him to step back in and save them again. Boyce coming back into the game here, replacing Muzaffar. Vargas launches forward. Say nobody in particular. Scarlett, good job finding Niebles. The ball just evades him. And Rosedale able to launch forward, and Maitland looking for the ball forward. The ball just in behind him. Chance here for Rosedale to put them together, and Harris once again with the ambitious effort. That time easily caught in front of his goal there by El Hayek. Ball forward by Wilkinson to the attacker, and a little mix-up there. It'll be a throw-in for CPR. Scarlett, who's had a fantastic game so far, not allowing anything, comes out of the game. And Antonio checks back in. Ball played out wide here for Antonio, who just came back into the game. ENYSSA, lots of space. Looked like he was lining up a shot there. Looks like Palacios has also re-entered the game. Finds Ambar into the middle there. Shot comes in, and the goalkeeper stretches, unable to keep it out. Another goal for CPR. The goalkeeper made a great effort to extend and nearly stop that ball from hitting the back of that net, but unfortunately for Rosedale, it's another goal, and it's a 5-0 lead for CPR, who look like they've booked their place in the semifinal. Scarlett looked like he just got a quick second to stretch and came right back into the game. Nebula steps out. Harrison to Maitland. Grant tries to go around the defender, unable to do so. Ball launched forward there to Boyce. The ball nearly bounces his way, but that back line of CPR looks solid. Here's Ambar now with lots of space. Launches the ball across the field. Great pass up to Terizo, and again into the middle. Another chance for CPR to score. Well cut out there in the end by Simmons. Once again, CPR connecting. Several players able to get a touch on the ball. Terizo does well to get in front of the defender. Kept that ball in play. Looked like it maybe jumped up and hit the hand. Free kick for Rosedale there. They play it in quickly. Player's not alive to that fact. Maitland, pressure in behind him. Looking for a teammate. Finds Arias, whose pass gets cut out there by ENYSSA, and calm back heel. Finds his teammate. CPR in again. But Simmons has again shown some commitment to get in front of these CPR attackers and limit the damage here. But it's a real tough task, as this game seems to be slipping away from Rosedale. Ambar here on the left. Clips that ball back in towards the right side. Terizo challenging. The goalkeeper gets out well to get a hand on it. Send the ball out for a throw-in. Looks like that first goal in the second half for CPR has opened up the doors for them, and they're feeling a little bit more comfortable with just another goal to cushion that lead. Ambar once again whips it in towards the back post. Palacios gets his head on it, but it hits a side netting. Palacios almost scored another header, but that shot just off target onto the side netting. Goalkeeper unhappy with the restart for some reason, and Rosedale able to try that again. Not long left here. Players on Rosedale pretty much playing for pride here. And CPR maybe playing for stats. Again, they won their 4 previous matches, excuse me, their 3 previous matches by 7+ goals in the league. Also keeping clean sheets throughout those matches, and maybe looking to extend that lead and add 2 more here in the late stages. But the job's been done here by CPR, so not really worth risking anything, any injuries. Ball forward here for Ambar once again, who has space on the left side. Simple pass into the middle, and Simmons once again reads that pass, cuts it off, but his pass, nearly picked off by ENYSSA, and McKinney able to swivel and find Boyce, who has space on his right side. Rosedale trying to recover something here and try and get a goal back. But the shot, once again, right down the middle of the goal, and the goalkeeper doesn't have to move to stop that ball from going in. Space once again here. Pereira finds ENYSSA, and Ambar spins down this line, and players unhappy with the offsides call. CPR definitely showing that they're still hungry for more. Rosedale going to restart play here. Boyce gets onto it. And give it back to Pereira, who has a runner down the right side, and the goalkeeper once again out well. Collected there by Krim. Pereira, who's dropped deeper into the midfield, gets challenged and gets the ball taken off of him. Ball forward for Palacios. Breaks for Maitland, who tries to one time push that ball forward for Boyce, but not quite what they need right now. Antonio faced up by Harris there. CPR recycle possession. Clipped wide for Kolkov. Ball into the middle. Pereira tries to bring it under control. CPR maintain possession. Clipped there by Harris, but still finds its way to a CPR player. Space there for Charles Grant. Drops it off for his teammate. Grant picks it up again. Tries to get past Wilkinson, but Wilkinson reads the situation well, gets in front, but he gives away a throw. Ball breaks for Palacios, who launches it forward, and Simmons gets a touch on it, but it almost looked like it was gonna fall for CPR once again. Ambar touches it forward for Pereira, gets past one, back to Ambar, space to pick out a pass. Pereira now, touch towards ENYSSA. Ambar The stretch there by the defender, gets in front, gets the ball, and Maitland now, maybe with a 2-on-2 here for Rosedale. Maitland retains possession. Boyce in an offsides position. Passes it back to Grant, who launches it forward. Looked like he maybe tried to whip that around with some spin on it to go out wide, but it just goes easily back for the goalkeeper. CPR taking their time, but still advancing that ball forward. Antonio through the middle for Pereira. Ambar cutting in. Ball goes back in his direction. Palacios possibly picked that up, but that 1-2 between Palacios and Ambar saw Palacios end up in an offsides position. Getting close to the final whistle now. Rosedale need 5 goals in 5 minutes based on the trend of this game. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Free kick here with a good opportunity, though, to get players forward, but nobody really looks like they're in a rush to commit that energy. The CPR definitely still leaving numbers forward. Terizo, oh, sorry, that's not Terizo. They got players still committing forward. So, looks like Rosedale kind of accepted their fate here. Ball played forward, goes out. It'll be a CPR goal kick. Volkov bringing the ball forward, spins around, still retains possession for his team. Once again, ENYSSA finding a teammate in front of him. Unconventional challenge there, but Vargas finds a way to get in front of the ball, and that'll be a foul for CPR. CPR play is short. Palacios to Pereira. Launches it across and finds his man in the back post, who clips it over the goalkeeper. And it's another goal for CPR. Beautifully done there. As they connected in the middle, and then Pereira found that pass to that back post. And CPR now lead 6-0. Well, CPR 1 goal away from extending that record of 3 games straight in the league by 7 goals or more and a clean sheet. Let's see if they could add on to that right here, but there can't be much long left. Players still discussing as though this game is a lot closer than it truly is on the scoreline. Ball forward there to Simmons, who finds his way forward. Almost got around Kolkov, but Kolkov able to keep his feet as Simmons was not. Ball across the back to Wilkinson. Goes forward to Nikolakakos. And that'll be all, folks. Comfortable victory in the end for CPR. Rosedale had a couple opportunities in the first half to maybe keep this game close, but in the end, it's a comfortable victory, and CPR earned their spot in the semifinal in the Vargas Cup. Well done to them. Thanks again for tuning in here on Game and Frame. We'll see if we get an interview with one of the players here after full time, so stay tuned.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Mauricio Turizo, who came in the second half, ended up with 2 goals himself, supporting his team. And what can you say about today's victory?
Well, I was watching the game before I got here with you guys. Thank you guys for broadcasting the game. Well, we had the game pretty settled since the beginning. We're a tough team. We've been playing great the past couple of games. We've been scoring a lot of goals. I've been scoring a lot of goals for a team. The other guy didn't come, Tasso. He's a great player also. He's got a lot of goals in the league too. But I think this all adds up to how we've been playing for the past 2 years. We had a tough run last year for the National Cup. We lost against a team from Massachusetts, which was a tough game for us to lose because we were doing so great. But we're managing to get through the league and stay cup now and focus on the National Cup after this game.
Yeah, you guys are on an incredible run in the league yourselves. 13 wins, perfect record, lots of goals, barely any conceded, and a nice clean sheet today to add to the goal tally today. So, you guys are looking good for the rest of the tournament. Yeah. What are your ambitions, for this tournament?
Well, we're always aiming for our main goal is the National Cup. which is the biggest cup we're playing right now. But it's also great to win the league. This is our first year in the league, so it would be great to win it. And the State Cup, this is, I think, our first run for the State Cup also. We've been together this team has been together for, I think, 2 years. CPR has been around for a while, but the over 40, new over 40, because they have another over 40, which has been around for a while. So this new over 40 team, we've been together for the past 2 years, which we won the National Cup 2 years ago, which it was a great run also. We faced great teams up in Nashville, Tennessee, and we managed to come through and win it. Our goal last year was the same, and we got unlucky. We lost the quarterfinals in Massachusetts, and this year we're aiming to beat whoever. I think we're playing Manhattan Kickers, and I don't know who they're playing, but between those two,
Right.
and our aim is just to win the cup again, and then win the league, and then State Cup, just win everything, the treble, you know.
Right, yeah, absolutely. So you guys look really good today. Semifinal matchup between Manhattan Legends and the Garden City Centennials, I believe.
Rosedale.
Rosedale?
Yeah,
No, well,
Rosedale.
Rosedale was today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
next
talking
match,
about the
yeah,
next match.
semifinal. So that'll be your matchup, potentially whoever wins
Garden
that.
City and what is the other
And
team?
Manhattan Legends.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
should be a tough teams to beat because they're great teams.
Mhm.
But we should be fine. We got a strong squad. The way we're playing, we don't train together, but most of these guys they stay fit. They stay in shape. They play in other leagues. I play myself in another league, the Long Island League. So we managed to keep in shape, which is it's hard. We're coming off the long winter. So, but these guys are looking great. So that's that's good for us and the team.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys look great today. Showed great chemistry. Shared the ball well. Moved it well, and shared the goals as well. So great job today, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right.
Good job. There you have it. Thanks for tuning in today on Game and Frame, and be sure to tune in with us on our next broadcast. Thank you for being here.